Hi, this is Political News in 5, and today is August 21st, 2022. I'm Aisha Osori. Now, I'm starting with the visits to the Oracle of Otta. Presidential candidates have been going to visit the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, and Tinubu was the latest. Now, we typically don't know what happens in these meetings, and we know that Obasanjo is not going to turn anyone away, being an elder statesman with no party affiliations. Now, we heard, though, after the meeting from the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, that Obasanjo prayed for Tinubu and assured him success in the elections. How? Obasanjo is not a returning officer, neither does he have the code for the bimodal voter accreditation system, otherwise known as BVAS. Obasanjo has since had to come out to debunk the claim that he endorsed Tinubu, and one has to wonder, why do presidential candidates feel the need to go visit him? We've had Atiku, we've had Kwankwaso, and we've had Obi now. And it could be that others are going to make their way there eventually, and it could be that some of them might never get there. For example, Yele Sowore of the African Action Congress, who, when Obi visited Obasanjo in July this year, had this to say, and I quote, "Our quest for a new and radical leadership is rooted in a total rejection of the old, crooked, and criminal order. Hashtag, we cannot continue like this." Now, so the visits are not about OBJ being able to directly influence elections, as he was alleged to have done in 2007 when he asked Maurice Iwu, the INEC chairman at that time, to announce the results for the presidential elections, even though the collation was still going on. No, this is about perception. The people who go there want to give the perception that a powerful person is on their side, and to give the masses, the majority of voters, a sense of inevitability and a sense of their popularity. This will also provide background for the whole idea that you cannot rig where you're not popular, which is a famous political phrase in Nigeria. Now, this means, unfortunately, that many of us like to vote for the winning ticket, even though it will not pay us. In fact, even though it has nothing to do with making our lives better. But we like that whole bandwagon, carry go, everybody's going this way, so I'll go too. This is made easier, obviously, in a country that's largely impoverished and filled with people who are miseducated and uneducated. The second thing I'd like to talk about is the Shikharo effect. Now, Shikharo is a former governor, two-term governor of Kano State, a former minister of education, and a member of almost all the major parties in Nigeria, the NNPP, the PDP, and the APC. Right now, he's in the NNPP, which is Kwankwaso's party. He joined this party in May with his followers and promptly secured the ticket to return to the Senate. Now, why would he be listening to PDP and APC when it would mean that he would have no ticket to run for the Senate? Now, what are they promising him? They're promising him ministerial positions, apparently, and agencies, and in Atiku's case, maybe even a chance to manage the Northwest campaign for the presidential campaign for PDP. On the PDP and APC side, they would want Shikharo on his side because of the votes that he commands in Kano. Now, Kano has the second largest number of registered voters after Lagos. Lagos has 7.1 million registered voters, while Kano has 6 million registered voters. When Shikharo ran for governor in 2003, he managed to get over 1 million votes. And when he ran for president in 2011, he got over 900,000 votes. So, in what we consider might be a closely contested election, every vote counts, and PDP and APC want to make sure they get those votes. Let's see what happens next. Finally, I'd like to give an update on the Airborne South senatorial seat. Governor Umahi is being a terrible bully and thinks that it is his birthright to have that ticket. Now, the ticket belongs or has gone to Anne Egom Eze. That's what from the primaries. And a federal high court has actually also declared that she's the winner of that primary ticket, and the case is under appeal. But in the meantime, Umahi is doing his best to intimidate her. Apparently, right now she's exiled from the state. She's she's getting a lot of threats. The local chapter, the Ebonyi APC chapter, has called for her arrest. I don't know if it has the right to do that. And this weekend, a meeting of women, the legendary August meetings of women in the Southeast that have been going on for decades, maybe even centuries, was disrupted by violence, and people believe that this violence was sponsored by the governor. A few women were actually even abducted, reportedly, and brutalized. This needs to stop. This is not a good look for APC that calls itself a progressive party. Now, the constitution doesn't give the president any powers over governors, but there must be persuasive ways to leverage and get Umahi to back off and accept what the courts have declared and what the party had initially declared about Anne Egom being the winner of that ticket. Unfortunately, we have a president that doesn't care, and maybe from what he thinks about his wife, believes that other women should not be in the public place either. This is another reminder before the 2023 election that our apathy or our unthinking choices have real cost for social values. Let's vote wisely, please, in 2023. That's it for me this week on Political News in 5. Have a good week ahead, and bye.